Hey guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 on Coldborough Park Farm. I guess I should be now calling it Coldborough Park Farm, the original upload. As I don't know when the update's coming out, I'm thinking hopefully this week is, we can hope. And that's all we can say is we can hope. So these bales here are probably just going to get sold. I can't remember if I was going to keep them for the animals or to sell, but the more I kind of think about it, I don't know how much of the version 2, I guess is what you want to call it, Coldborough, that we're going to be getting, is going to have in it. So, aka buildings. I'm pretty much sure I'm going to have to restart the game save completely. I may just copy across my vehicles file. That will keep my animals that I've got, so aka sheep, and all my vehicles. Fundamentally, I'll probably just dump them in the middle of a grass field, aka the field behind us that used to be the reset point. Probably what I'll go ahead and do. I don't know why I'm looking for traffic. There isn't any currently. So we've got cosplay going in the field there. Ploughing field number 2. And field 9 and 8 has got bales in. Field 9, I think, is ploughed. It needs cultivating. Probably going to get that Lincoln plough that you saw in yesterday's video. So right off the hop, I do want to say I'm sorry for pretty much just rambling in yesterday's video. But sometimes there's a lot to talk about. And that's what ended up happening yesterday. So not a whole lot of action, but that's my videos. For the most part, they're more of a vloggy style gameplay with farm sim in the background. Some people like it, some people don't. I play the game and talk about my goings on. It's definitely more of a more personal feel, I think. I believe as well the workshop, that there ain't going to be needed soon. I think Bullet Bill has put in a proper workshop. Very nice as well, hopefully anyway. Right, what we'll do is we'll unload these on... should actually just automatically unload on the trailer, but just to make sure. Yep. That's squatted down there, so we know we've got that. There we go. Cheaty way of doing it, yes, but so much more quicker and easier when I just need to get them off the field at this point. As you know, both my maps are very, very much synced up. It always happens. It always happens, and there's no way around it. Of course, live streaming, we've got those bales to sell too. I'll keep them though. Live streaming Sandy Bay as much as we did last week, pretty much just to publicize it, get it out there. With the update of Coldborough coming out, I did say this towards the end of the video, Sandy Bay isn't going to be released until the update to Coldborough is out, as Bullet Bill and Oxton David have an agreement basically saying they're going to release maps around the same time as each other. So each other's map doesn't take more of the spotlight than the other, which is fair. That's awesome, those two have got that agreement. So Sandy Bay will be put on hold for release until V2 of Coldborough is out. That being said, I think it is probably up for testing at this point through Giants. So this is Tuesday for Wednesday's video I'm recording right now. I wouldn't be too surprised if we get a midweek launch. At the time of me recording this, it is not out. I'm recording this on Monday. So by this point, Wednesday, it could be out already. You guys will know, I will know, because chances are I'll probably be doing a live stream on it, setting it up. Again, if I do end up doing a complete restart, I honestly think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Minus my vehicles, my vehicle XML I'll bring across. And of course I'll start the map up with seasons from the get-go, which should be done anyway, is recommended with seasons mod. Instead of being halfway through and, oh, we have seasons. So the seasons can be a little out of whack. You've seen the seasons, guys. If you guys watch them, I do recommend their channel. Should put it probably up in my right hand side of my recommended channels at some point. Need to get rid of a few there. That don't post as often, or, well, just to scroll through or move them around at least so people don't get butt hurt. Work position. So I'll probably put them in there. There's a few channels that I do want to put in there that I believe that should be in there. The Vario is slipping. I wonder why the Vario is slipping. Maybe because there's a huge tree in the field. Oh, I should have got that. There we go. Now I think we have them all. Right, let's go see the Vario. What's its malfunction? Yep, tree. Almost knew what that was going to be. Now that's the downside. I know a few people do chop these trees out. I think it adds character to the field. Yes, it is a pain if you're using Coldplay, but I can make do. I think it was just on a round, so a headland pass, which it looks like it was. So I'm not sure how many passes I got it set to. Can't remember now. Alright, take this back in style. Need to get our cultivator and swap that out. Put that behind the 85. Yep, that guy there. What's that? 8 bales. That's the thing, the bales do make you good some money. Definitely worth having them and doing them. It's just a case of taking them to be sold. Which most definitely can be a pain. Can't wait for this map to have traffic in and all this good stuff. The actual version that should have been released will be being released. I think a lot of people like Coldborough Park Farm just because it is a real farm. And it's nice driving down these roads where, you know, it is real and it's scary accurate. One of these days I'll do a comparison video. Open it up in Google Earth and show it off and flip-flop between the two, maybe. Sort of screenshots, maybe, one of these days. And I said maybe a lot then. Woo! Now apparently the water fill trigger down there actually costs you money. The Eastern Farmer was actually showing that off, and he said a lot of YouTubers didn't realise that. Which I won't say I wasn't. I definitely didn't realise it was taking money. I've got the same version as everyone else, so I'm not even going to go over there and go, ah, see, it wasn't taking money from me, but I'm pretty sure it probably did. Right, unload. Did that work? Wait, isn't that not working? Oh, no. There we go. 246 per bale. I want to know who's buying those bales. It must be loaded, let me tell you, and you probably heard that. Oh, really? Probably heard that bang my knuckles. Trying to have the controller underneath the desk, so the clicking doesn't come through, but I've got a feeling the clicking Nazi has disappeared. Can't remember how many sheep I've got to. I don't know if the actual amount gets put in there. So after this we'll go grab a cultivator, kind of on a lineup of what we did yesterday, sell the other one, get that one. For a British map, and especially Coldborough, that is 10 times more realistic than using the ball behind. And geez, my in-game date time's almost synced up again. It's currently 22 minutes past 2 in the afternoon, and it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon in-game. It's funny how they sync up like that from time to time. I think last time I was actually playing on Coldborough, for whatever reason, it was 1 minute past. the hour, but I think that was like 1 o'clock time. So what we'll do is we'll hook up to the 85, head down to the store, and we'll meet you guys down there. So here it is, and here's the 85. It's got that nasty fog stuff coming off the lights. And I'll have to have a word with one of the guys on TeamSpeak, which knows how to remove it. So this is probably a large tractor for this cultivator, but you can see it didn't score down too much on the tyres. Means it's meant for it. Don't even know why I got the beacons on. The one disappointing thing with this tractor, I was using the gearbox mod then to bring it down, and I went to change direction, which for me I use my bumper buttons and A. I recombined the keys for that, and it changes driving direction. So whoever made this 85 whatever version of it, there's probably about 5 different people working on these things, which is irritating because they're all kind of different, and I think I may have to find a different one after this. It changes driving direction. Well, this tractor's never had that, never will have that. Yet someone's used a script which I presume is from the Vulture S. I'd have to go look. That's probably what it is. Hopefully I can comment that line of code out or just remove it in the XML. But that's where the deal is with that. It's probably the driving config they've used and not realised that that's still in there. Like I say, there could be an updated version that's removed it, but because there are so many different people working on this, it's kind of a mess. I'd love the original creator of the mod back in FS13, I think this was released, or purchased, should I say, from Turbo Squid, to redo it. I think that was Stylo, or Silo, however you pronounce his name. So really, I've only got 2 tractors that will probably be okay for pulling this thing on some of the ground we have here. The one is the fence, and this one, which I don't know if Courseplay does. Yeah, Courseplay doesn't work on this either. I wish I knew how to get Courseplay working on modded machines. Because right now, I may end up having to get rid of some of this tractor for another tractor that I can use Courseplay or hired workers on, for a matter of fact. Is that field done? No, it is not. Hired worker will work on this, but I don't know if this tractor's got enough guts for it. And that's out of the question, obviously. This is plowing using Courseplay and missing a lot. Oh dear. That won't have enough cojones. There's no way. Not on that hill. And that leaves me with the John Deere. So I kind of had a loss with that. So I think we'll do a bit of outside rounds and then maybe hired worker will end up having to take care of this. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know if hired worker will like it. The thing I like about this cultivator is pretty much just straight lines. It's a shame that this doesn't work. If anyone does know, please let me know if there's a way of getting this to work with Courseplay or Auto, well, even Auto Tractor I don't even have installed currently. I think that's updated recently, I may give that a go again. But please let me know down in the comment section below. Although I haven't updated Courseplay, actually I meant to do that today. Oops. It has updated quite a bit since I re-downloaded it, so I'll have to go ahead and do that. I believe there's new gates been put onto this map too. Probably Dorset's gates. I think there has been an agreement made between map makers and Dorset about using his gates on their maps that are up on the mod hub. So going up this hill is going to be interesting. It's either going to bog down or not do anything. And that's one thing that I've talked about a lot, I've not really seen too many people comment back on. And that is the way the hills are changed. Anyone that knows more about that? I don't know, because the tractors that we have in game, unless you've got huge horsepower tractors, which I know this farm doesn't in real life, these hills just grind you down to a halt. Now, I don't know if that's an issue with the game, or what the deal is with the physics, whether it's realistic, or what it is, but you'll see in a minute. Now, eventually you'd have to do a headland pass. Unless they just go diagonally across, but you watch. Oh, look at that texture. Oh, there's even water texture coming through there. This is coping not too bad, actually. Yeah, this is actually coping really well. Surprising. Can't wait for Giants to come out with an update. Hopefully that's going to be soon. They're talking about announcing the DLC soon. Look forward to seeing what it is, if it's going to be very disappointing or worthwhile. Texture glitch definitely seems more prominent on Coldborough than any other map I've had. The various slipping again. Joy of joy. It just makes for bad video when that happens, is the glitch. But everything's okay. It's just a texture coming through which doesn't affect anything, just looks like crap. So if I'm going to be getting there quite a bit, we may end up finding another tractor to do this. And said it's on its way, and that will probably be the JCB, which I may end up swapping that JCB out for the big 8000, which will have enough power to do stuff like this, which is an option, and it's courseplay compatible. Obviously, I do have a tweaked version of one of them. That'd be kind of cool. So what it is, we'll get to the end of this row, stop and evaluate and sort out the Vario, because the Vario is stuck up a tree. You almost guarantee us what it is too. So if I sell that, I don't know if I will have enough cash. It will probably be questionable. Because what time of year are we in? I think we're even on the same stage as the other map, which oh we are too, really? Cobra, come out. Synchronize, desynchronize my maps, please. Alright, we're here where I said I'd stop. I said, how in earth did you end up through here? Courseplay is still a little, how do you say? Oh, I can't even do that because that's going to rotate me around. Oh no, wait. Got an attachment on the back. Speaking of which, I can use the thing on the thing. Just have to have an attachment on the rear. How did that do that? Courseplay does that now and again on certain fields. We'll just go, I'm supposed to stop here. Not. And just drive straight on through. Now, of course, we know the course is already bugged a little bit as, wow. Look at the ground there. It's skipping a row. So what was the working width we set for this? 6 meter, where it's... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Field 2. Where it's actually a 2 meter. So we were actually making it smaller. It should have been okay. Let's redo the course then, field 2, and see if that'll help it. That's usually what you do to make it not do that. Okay, nearest drive. And there shouldn't be any offsets, as far as I'm aware. There is. Ah, this would have been from ploughing. I bet. Now, how off the course is it now? Oh, I think I've screwed this right up. Let's see what it would do. I'll figure this one out. Off camera, I think. Well, I think we've got it somewhat sorted, so we'll just leave it be, I guess. Alrighty, so let's grab this, put this away. Get rid of the weather. It's kind of thrown me off how synchronized this stuff is. So I'm going to be literally doing the same thing on the same maps. I think me and Sim were talking about this recently, how much of a pain it can be when this stuff happens. It's disappointing when it happens more than anything for me personally, because I just don't like having it like that. It's the way the cookie crumbles though. So I wonder how much this would get us if we sold it. So I really do think having the other one would be beneficial. That being said, I can't sell this yet because the tweaked version of the JCB isn't in my game. Oh, this is a mess. Let's organise a bit, I guess. We do have, you can see it by the right hand corner of the minimap, we do have a flashing happen, meaning we have some money that we could make depending on what is higher right now. I think it's soybean, which I don't have any. I don't think. It would be nice if it did. Alright, now what's this malfunction? Oh, it went to do it again, but it found some trees which has a collision. I will say this, the original version of Coldborough Park Farm, which, as I understand, it had been tweaked, has bad field definitions, which, again, is not Bullet Bill's fault. It's the people that made him, or released it without his permission. You got to question what happened there. I don't want it to get to the point, but if I do run into too many more issues and the map's going to be a little further out from being ready, it may end up getting down to the point of me saying I'm having to stop playing on it until a new release comes out. Because it is so broke. We will drive this down to the shop. Way. And this may be a really short video today, because I am actually kind of annoyed how synchronized up they are, so I want to do a ton of work off camera, getting a bit further by. Which basically all the fields need ploughing. Which I do have a plough, this one could do it. I need to enable the other JCB that I want. That someone. Basically, all that's been done on the other version of the JCB is another beacon, fundamentally. And then the. I can't remember what else. Wider tyres, maybe, that I don't think I'll use because it doesn't look good with them, which is disappointing. But we'll see. We could end up changing my mind. Kind of hoping by Wednesday the Coldborough edit will be out, the new one. So I think I will end up calling it quits here. A real short video again on Coldborough Park Farm. Am I still enjoying the map? Yeah, I still love the map, don't get me wrong. I'm just not enjoying the fact that the map is so screwed up. Like, look! Again, field definitions. Because Cosplay thinks that it's not hit the end of the field yet. Jeez, I'm glad I caught that. So, we may end up, if Coldborough is not out in good time, end up going to Sandy Bay, which is, yeah, rock solid right now for the rest of the week. Time will tell. So I hope you guys enjoyed this mess of a video. Probably had a good laugh. And until next time, as I've got the Circle of Death, hopefully it's even recorded. If not, guess what? It's doing Sandy Bay all this week. Again, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, which will be a Sandy Bay episode. See ya.